CT was pissed.
Yeah, pissed.
You were upset in the moment when you realized this wasn't your opportunity to get a gold skull.
I was like,
CT was staring at me like that. He was staring at me for a pretty down. I was looking good.
he was like, Cam, what do I do?
Hey, this is Devyn Symone with another episode of The Challenge Aftermath, and I'm back with the cast of The Challenge Double Agents. This time we have Kyle, Cam, CT, Leroy, and Anissa. Now, there's a lot of drama in this episode around the challenge mission, and Lolo thinks that Anissa tries to choke her out.
Five at a time are gonna rush into this giant mud pit. You're gonna search for an iconic challenge relic. Once you find that relic, you will jump out and go to the finish line.
Kyle, can you set up this challenge mission for us? Like, what exactly are you guys doing here?
This was actually my favorite mission. I loved watching this one. I just didn't like competing in it. It was great. It was like it was an old challenge relic in the middle of a big muddy puddle. And then you had to like sneak around the edges or sneak through it because you couldn't actually see the relic. It was underwater. And you had CT doing this like old grandma shuffle.
It sounds like a hot mess, but it also sounds like a lot of fun.
It was cold.
It was cold as
Did the coldness, do you feel like it affected your performance?
Leroy looked like an old man looking through the thing like, where he at? I don't see nobody.
Reading Braille.
Anissa, can we go to you, ma'am? All right, so Lolo seems to think you are trying to choke her out. Were you? And like, what was happening?
When I think choke, I think two hands, a candle, some soft music in the background. That's what I think of when I hear choke.
Oh.
But in this
Sounds lovely.
Nani found the relic and was like, oh my God, I got it. So I wasn't doing anything and Lolo wasn't either. And I figured if Nani comes this way, I can tackle her ass. So I need to get Lolo out of the way. So I guess I grabbed her in the heat of the moment and threw her in the water. And then Cam got the relic and I'm like, well, I'm gonna tackle anybody. I mean,
So did you not choke her?
Out? Yeah, did you choke her out? Did you
No, what had happened was, I feel like I choked her body out, maybe, but I grabbed her and threw her in the water. I don't know if it was a choke per se. Like, she didn't lose consciousness. It's just, I'm super competitive. Like,
It's called a rear naked choke, Anissa.
no, a rear naked would be coming behind her like that. I didn't do that.
We need to see
feel
the footage.
I know, we need to roll the tape back on that moment so that you can decide.
If you want to play fair, pick me up and toss me.
Anissa's trying to choke her out. Now, CT, in this episode, it kind of changes up the game a bit because both partners have to finish in the end, and Big T doesn't make it. Like, how are you feeling about that? Does that make things tough for you, or what's kind of going through your head?
No, Big T, I had a really good idea of what her strengths and her weaknesses were, I guess. And this isn't her type of event. I've been doing these long enough where I shouldn't be, anything can change at the drop of a dime in the challenge. Never get your hopes up. And here I am thinking, I think I'm going to get it this time. And I was being a poor sport because I had my hopes up.
That's big of you to like recognize that and that you were just in the moment. So now that we talked about the losers of this one, Kyle and Cam, what did it feel like winning this challenge?
It felt so good finally getting our first win as the killers. We were happy.
Yeah.
At that point, Kyle and I, we both had our gold skulls. We were glad that we got the opportunity to protect them. I also wasn't just playing a game for myself. I was also playing for him.
I've been in some pretty scary positions in the challenge, but having to go into a mud puddle with an angry CT.
No, it's just me and him and he wants my blood.
Why? Why do I even do it? We know she's not gonna be Cam. So what, I just keep wrestling Kyle for no reason? Hoping that Cam lets her win? I don't even think I can beat Cam. There's no point.
And having him rip apart a really strong competitor just before going into the puddle with me, I was terrified.
I'm trying to butter my toast.
I was planning on switching it up. I was trying to like switch it up a little bit, and I could go against Big T, and then Cam could go against CT. I think that would have been a probably fairer matchup.
Me and you would have been going at it forever, and then it would have gone easier and easier for Cam. And I figured, Kyle, he's gonna throw me a bone anyway, and then that didn't happen. I was like, all right.
No. Not a chance. Pissing in the wind if you think I was going to throw you.
I feel like CT doesn't need any bones. Like you try and play this like softy teddy bear card.
Look, I came in like a teddy bear in the last, I don't know how many years, right? With the dad bod and all that. And I really came into this challenge thinking like, I'm back in shape now. People are really going to try to mess with me. They're going to work with me. No, it was the opposite. They were like, yo, he lost weight. Get him out of here now. But yet, let's just keep him on this 10-week vacation. Don't even let him get a chance at going in and getting a skull.
They wanted to protect you, CT. They wanted you around.
It was like a prison sentence. It was like instead of getting a death penalty, they were just going to give me a life sentence. And I just had to watch everybody get theirs.
When I say go, you guys are gonna solve a puzzle to reveal which targets are breakable on your board. Then you're gonna pull one of these giant crates towards you until it tips over. Grab the bombs and one at a time, fire them at the targets that you've memorized from the puzzle.
That was hands down the funniest elimination to watch.
Okay, tell me about it, Lee. Why? What about it was so funny?
Because Josh could not hit the target. Josh kept just hitting the frame.
Dude, the chances of him hitting that crossbar so many times. Looked like a baby throwing a beach ball for the first time.
Ah, damn!
Come on, you got it. You got it.
Bro, come on!
Oh my God. I mean, have you ever seen a grown man throw a ball in a more awkward way than Josh is continually?
Josh, use the spotlight.
This has got to be the most comical elimination. I've never seen a guy start off so good, so fast, so quick, and then just fall apart.
I think it wasn't really a winner here. It was two losers.
Josh couldn't see.
Why couldn't he see, Cam? Like, what was happening?
I don't think he wore his contact lenses, so like.
Goofy Josh.
Yeah, it's just goofy Josh.
It was like a win by default gold skull elimination. It was crazy. I was happy for Josh that he won. I really was, because I guess he's lost every elimination.
Do you guys, in your mind, would you actually count this as a win?
Yeah. A win is a win, no matter how you get it.
Yeah, it's still a win.
Yeah, it's still a win.
Yeah.
I'm happy he finally got his first win. Yeah.
I think for those who didn't have gold skulls, when they seen Josh win a skull, they still were like, okay, you're just gonna hold that for us. It was like, it was. Yeah, I mean, I had my skull already, but I'm looking at the numbers of people who got it. I'm like, all right, Josh has his right now. Everybody's gonna want to come and get him, and CT wanted him bad. CT called him the goof.
Give me the goof.
I want the goof.
Give me the goof.
Anissa, what do you feel? Because this was a similar elimination to what you did, right? Only the puzzle was different. If you were in there, do you feel like you would have won?
Yeah. I mean, between Michi's ability to do a puzzle and Josh's ability to throw a ball, I think I would have been fine.
You definitely would have won. Yeah.
Josh celebrated it, though, like it was a major championship. Yeah, like it was like a win. So what are your thoughts about that?
Yes,
Yes, sir. That first W.
you did it.
I love you, killer.
There you go.
I understand it why Josh was like that, because an elimination win in that game, especially when you're playing to get a gold skull and qualify for the final, like it's better than winning a daily, Like I think an elimination win it's one of the greatest feelings in the game. Since he beat his own losing streak, like it was just a whirlwind of emotion. So I understood
with the ticket to the final.
Yeah,
Of course.
and it's like you're qualified for the final. I think Josh, looking at all the numbers in the house, he probably thinks that his gold skull will be safe because he did have a lot of friends in the house. The entire Big Brother Alliance was probably like neck and neck, and somewhat the majority of the numbers in the house. So Josh definitely thought he was safe.
If Josh got his gold skull, I knew that people like CT or people like strong people in the house would want to go against Josh instead of me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was one of the reasons as well.
People were looking at Devyn. People were looking at Josh. Guy-wise, like, okay, that's who we would want to steal. We want to steal Devyn and Josh's gold skulls instead of Leroy, Kyle, and Fessy.
CT, now that you know you're gonna have to take a skull from someone in the challenge house, who do you have your eyes on? Like, who are you gunning for so you can get that skull?
I mean, I'll take the goof. I think, even though he's really big and he's really strong, I think overall it would be more beneficial for me to go after him and take him out. For one, I think I would have probably the best chance of winning. Two, I gotta start attacking some of these numbers. I just can't catch a break. Leroy, as mad as I am at him, something about him just makes me not want to hate him too much. Kyle's, we all know him as the worm of the challenge. Tells everybody what they want to hear and then pretends nothing's his fault when it's his turn to come through for you. Whatever. Fessy, he's just a really big ass dude. I ain't trying to see him in a hall, bro. I'll take the goof. All
right, going for the goof.
On a shirt and sell it. # give me the goof.
Going for the goof.
There we go.
That works, CT. Going for the goof. I do think that should be a t-shirt. Okay, so now we are going to go into game time because I love a good game. You need a little tea, a little shade, and a little gameplay. So we are going to play a game I like to call Trivia Redemption. Some of you guys have played this before. Yes, girl. Yes. Get the shoulders out, Anissa. Get ready because we got a question for you. I have faith in you getting it right this time. All right. The first one is for Kyle. Kyle, you haven't played this before, so I'm gonna explain how it works. So, Trivia Redemption. The way that it works is I'm going to be asking you a question that you were once asked in a trivia challenge on a season of the challenge. Only that time you got it wrong. This time, I'll be asking you that same question. You'll have an opportunity to get it right. You can phone a friend within this group that is here, but no cheating. And we will see if you know the answer this time or if you are still just as not smart as you were last time. Let's start with you, Kyle. So this was asked of you on the challenge Total Madness. The question is, which car manufacturer made it into the top 3 most expensive cars of 2018?
Aston Martin. Oh my gosh. No.
Oh. Can I phone a friend and can I phone...
I knew he was gonna phone you.
I don't want to phone him. It's a Lamborghini.
A Lamborghini? Good job, Kyle. Yes, that is correct. Okay, so the next question is for Anissa. This next question is for Anissa. I have faith in you. This one was asked on Free Agents, a trivia challenge that your girl won. What country in the world has the largest population?
Asia.
No.
Not a country. But
I didn't say that. What I said was,
you did.
I said was, damn, Africa is heavily populated, but that's a continent. And then I talked about Asia, but it's China.
Good job. Yes, you're correct, Anissa. It is indeed China. And this last question is actually for Leroy. All right, Lee, are you ready?
Yes.
Lee, this is from X's 2, and the question is, who was credited for creating Facebook?
Brain fart. 5 seconds.
Tom.
Oh, babe, we just talked about this. Babe, we talked about this, babe.
Zuckerberg, Mark Zuckerberg.
Good job, Lee. You got it right. So the last time your answer was Tom from MySpace. Good job.
Dating yourself.
You were right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I hope you had fun. It's always fun spending time with you guys and getting a little bit of the inside scoop on what's really going down in the challenge house. And now, here's a sneak peek from next week.
If there's one thing I don't like, it's fake bitches, and I feel like you fall in that category.
I just feel it's like mean girlish in here right now.
True or false? Broccoli was once banned from the White House.
False.